Today, Parkland is announcing that it's taken the first step in Canada's efforts to decarbonize air travel by producing the very first batch of low-carbon aviation fuel.
A small step to reduce emissions from Canada's aviation industry. The first batch of made-in-Canada low-carbon aviation fuel was produced in this Burnaby refinery.
Parkland has become a leader in producing low-carbon fuels using renewable feedstocks. We take canola oil and agricultural waste, and we co-process it with crude oil to create a lower carbon fuel.
Parkland says it's produced around 100,000 litres of fuel. The full batch already purchased by Air Canada. Emissions from the airline sector are big. In 2019, Canadian air operators released 22 megatons of carbon dioxide, the equivalent of driving 4.8 million cars for a year. Parkland wouldn't say how much low-carbon fuel could reduce emissions. This expert had an estimate.
If the feedstock changes and you're using something like canola or soya, well, you've got to put the inputs for the tractor, the fertilizer. But even then, it's probably the carbon emissions have been reduced maybe by about 50%.
Canada currently imports low-carbon fuel from abroad. Producing it is expensive.
It's tough. It's very tough to decarbonize aviation. And I think eventually they'll have to download some of those additional costs onto the consumer.
The CEO of WestJet has warned significant help from government will be needed to prevent airline costs from spiking.
We are involving everyone in this in a positive initiative that builds the economy. It shows that clean energy innovation can happen here.
Industry groups have warned Canada needs incentives like those in the U.S. to make mass production of sustainable fuel a reality. Michelle Ghoussoub, CBC News, Vancouver.